Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with day 7 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, series 19. And today's 2-page sketch is by Liz Fry. Lots of smaller pictures, opportunity to get a bunch on a layout. I am going to make a few adjustments to fit what I need, but I have lots and lots of pictures. I am documenting my birthday party back in August and using Bold and Bright by Vicki Boutin. The colors in this collection are perfect for documenting all the colorfulness that went into this party. So I've got lots and lots of papers, tons of embellishments. So I'm hoping to get some really used up on this layout. And then I'm going to bring in my enamel accents by Ranger. So I have my papers and some scraps. I have my embellishments, stickers, my pictures, and this awesome 2-page sketch. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I had to figure out what colors I want to work with. I wanted my base to be pink. And I went back and forth with this star paper and this notebook paper or lined paper. And so originally I was worried that I wouldn't be able to make the notebook paper work for me because I needed to trim it down. I'm going to mat my layout like she has on her sketch. And I didn't want to cut this grid and make it look strange, but I realized there was enough of a border around the actual paper part that I could still mat it and have a thin black border, which is where I'm headed, is a black border. So then I picked the blue paper to make my strips. Originally I was going to do 6 inches, but I can tell on the sketch that it's not a 6-inch border or a 6-inch strip, so I went with 5 inches, especially since my pictures are 2 by 2. Now the sketch calls for 2.5 by 2.5, but my Project Life prints 2 by 2. I know I could have edited and adjusted and figured it out, but I had a lot of pictures. So since I was going to be adding more than the 6 small pictures, I figured I would go ahead and use the 2 by 2s and make life easier on me, which is another good thing for adding the extra picture because now it's not empty. If I had put 3 2 by 2 pictures on that one whole page, it might have seemed crazy. I am going to embellish the crap out of these 2 layouts. Sometimes I don't do that because I don't want to use all of my embellishments on one layout, but also I have a lot with this collection and there's a lot of space because the pictures are so small that I want to just go for it. So I've made those little banners up at the top like they have in the sketch, and I use the pink, blue, and purple, which are the colors that I am sticking with for the layout. Now, there are other colors on here, obviously, but those are just the main ones. I've matted all my pictures in purple, my main page is pink, and then the strip is blue. So, but I am using, it says to do a large title, and the first title I picked out is that one that says, you can see it over there on the left. It says, take the pictures to capture the memories. The memories? Yes, sorry. I took my glasses off. But then when I was going through my puffy stickers, I found this collection of memories or collection of moments. And then I pulled the whole thing out. So now it says a collection of lovely moments noted. And I felt like that was super fitting because there's a ton of different moments that are being documented on this 2-page layout. It is encompassing a lot of my birthday party. It was kind of like a come and go as you please kind of thing at one of our local pubs. Like it's an indoor outdoor place, so it didn't matter if you were able to drink or not. They had food and drinks, and it's a fun place. And so it was a lot of, we were there for I don't know, 3 hours or something. And so some of my friends were there early and some of them came later. Some of them were there the whole time. My niece was there. My kids were there. It was just a really good time. And I am so thankful that they put it together. And so the bigger picture is of my cupcakes. It was my 50th birthday. And so my friend Mandy, in the smaller picture that's kind of cockeyed from the big picture, is the one who makes the cupcakes. She has a an in-home bakery, and makes some fantastic cupcakes and cookies and cakes, and I love them. And I was super excited to see, and I don't know why it didn't even dawn on me that they would do that, because the group of friends that I have that put the party on is the Babs. And I don't know if this is your first time hanging out, you may not have heard these stories, but it's a girl group of mine, and we are all really close. And we used to work together and have just bonded and stayed together. We try and get together every month or every couple of months, but we're always there for each other's big moments, birthdays, and put signs in the yards for each other and celebrate the big things. And they are the ones who put on my grandson's baby shower. Most of them will be at his birthday party. Well, would have been, because by the time you all see this, he's already had his birthday party. So anyway, they're just a very, very close group of people, of ladies that I just adore, and honestly don't know how I could do life without. You can't see them on this layout because, well, a couple of them. I'm going to have another layout later this month of some more pictures that they are in, because they're the ones who started the party and put it together and then sent out the virtual invitations and stuff. And so it was such a good time, and it was really fun to take like selfies with all the different people who showed up, or a lot of them, not all of them. And like I said, I've already done at least one layout that's been out there, I think back in September. And then and then there's another one that, if you've been watching, I think it was like day 2 of this month, is also a 2-page spread of my birthday party. So definitely more than just a couple of layouts. It was an evening of lots of fun, lots of friends. The cupcakes were delicious. And we just had such a good time hanging out and stuff. Some of them are people who I don't get to see all the time because they work at a different school than me. And so it was nice to hang out. But anyway, so I have just started like piling on the embellishments. I am using all sorts of things. I decided to go ahead and use the second title on the right layout because there was that big empty space there, and it fit pretty perfectly next to that picture of my niece, whom I adore. And so I don't cause any ruffles with any of my friends. I used the My Favorite sticker on my niece because that's appropriate. If I had put it on any of my friends, then somebody might have had something to say. But I did use other wordy bits on here that say things like bright days documented, the best, my favorite. I put those sunglasses on there because I thought those were really fun. And then on her sketch, she has like these 3 dots up in the top right corner of the right layout. And I thought that was really cool, so that's why I pulled out my Enamel Accents by Ranger. And so I put that up there in the top right corner of the right layout, but I also did it in the bottom left corner of the left layout because I thought that kind of brought everything together, and there's nothing in that corner. I also, where she has that little journaling space, I have put 2 more pictures because I'm not journaling on these until they're all done so that I don't duplicate. I've been scrapbooking my birthday over the months for September and for October. Mind you, I scrapbooked this on the 13th of September. So I'm a little ahead. So I've got to get them all done, and then I'll go back and I will do the journaling. I just don't want to repeat myself over and over again and have to worry about that. So I'm waiting till I'm done with them all, and then I'll go and do some journaling. But anyway, here's the close-ups. I am in love with how this turned out. I'm so excited that I used so much stuff. I don't feel like it's too busy. It's got lots of stuff to look at. I think there's enough space that you can rest your eyes to look at. It helps you bring into the pictures. And I'm excited about using the unicorns because, you know, those aren't always easy to find a home for. And that picture at the bottom is my son hiding his face with the pizza boxes and a balloon on his head. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I hope you'll go check out everybody's hopping along with 30 Days of Sketches. I would love it if you give me a thumbs up if you like my video and or my layout. And I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Please come back and see me again. I hope that you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.